Hey guys, welcome back. I just want to share this little bit with you today. Um, it's inspirational, it's also emotional. As you can tell, I just got done crying. At least, if you guys didn't know, well, now I just told you I just got done crying. So I go down the street, okay, here I am, I'm trying to quit smoking, right? And yet I keep buying one pack a day. It's like just a little bit here, a little bit there, cutting back a little bit more here, right? So I go down to the store, to the smoke shop, and as I pull in, there's this homeless lady, right? She looks all dirty, she looks sad and lonely and just like tired, you know? And she looks at me and asks me if I had any change or a cigarette. And I said, well, I'm going in to buy cigarettes. Let me see what I got when I come out. And so usually I don't help because there's so many people to help. I mean, I've spent years helping people, making care packages and things like that, and handing them out to the homeless, right? Going into the camps and talking with people and giving them clothes and blankets and things, right? So here I am, first time in a while that it's presented to me this way. And so I open up my pack of cigarettes and I hand her one. And I go, let me see what change I have, right? So I go in there and I find like $1 in change and I hand it to her. And this gentleman, this really skinny older gentleman, walks up and he looks pretty much the same as she does, you know. It looks like maybe they were a couple. And so I get to talking to them, and then something tells me give them water. So I tell them to have a good day, be safe, stay out of the heat. It's going to get hot. And I went in my trunk and I found 2 bottles of water. So it's in my trunk, right? And I'm looking down again, and I go to close my trunk. Well, I look in there again, and there is my sleeping bag that I just bought when I went camping. And something told me give it to him, you know. I bought it for $5, and it's been in my trunk. And so anyway, I looked at them. I said, do you guys need a sleeping bag? And they're like, yes, we do. So there you go. I hand them my sleeping bag, and I wish them well. I send them, you know, blessings. And as I got in my car, I started to see it differently. I started seeing the sadness. I started to feel their pain. And I feel like I should be doing more. You know, like I feel like I should go back over there, invite them to my house, give them a nice shower, maybe make them some breakfast. You know, I feel like I should be doing more. So tell you what, guys, today I want you to find one thing that you can do for someone else. And I'm not talking about someone who has something. I'm talking about someone that's sitting at a bus stop or someone that looks like they need a meal. You know, don't be afraid to stop and talk to people. I was telling my kids recently that I actually miss riding the bus. You know, I was on the bus my whole life here in Tucson, and I used to communicate with people, and that's how I got to know the homeless community. That's how I got to talking to people and helping other people, was being on the bus. There you have no choice but to sit there with people, you know? And since I got my car about 2-3 years ago, I have not walked really. I mean, I've been doing more actively getting out there lately, but just the concept of not having a vehicle, having to rely on transportation, and having to be forced to talk with the people. Seeing the downside to Tucson and what could be made better is what I'm seeing. Someone needs to be a voice about it. Someone needs to speak up on how we can do more for our community here in Tucson. And it's like that everywhere. Tucson's not the only place. I'm only one person, you know? I'm only one person trying to make a difference. But if everybody did their part, just one part every day to help someone else, this world would be a lot better. I'm emotional now over this because I feel like there should be more that I can do. But this is where we get in trouble too, because we want so much for others. We forget to take care of ourselves. So don't forget, if you're going to do something to help someone else, make sure you take care of yourself first. That's the only advice I can give you today. I don't know why I'm doing this video. I just know it needs to be out there. What can you do in your community today to help someone else? 2 bottles of water and a sleeping bag and a cigarette. That is what I did today. feel like there's so much more that we could be doing. I want to go back and put them in my car and bring them back home and say, take a shower, and we'll make you breakfast. Maybe I might do that. Who knows? Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share if you dare. Sorry there hasn't been as much music videos lately, but I have been working my butt off. Gosh, next week I'm working 5 days. That's unusual for Red Lobster. And I'm planning my transfer. I will be getting on a jet plane. I can actually sing that song now. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know if I'll be back again. I am getting on a jet plane here soon. And making necessary changes. But Tucson and the homeless community, there's so much more we could be doing. Where I'm going, though, there's probably homeless people there, too. But hey, I'm going to be on the beach, hanging with these guys. Very emotional. Thank you guys for listening. I love you all.